Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video we're gonna be going over how we can add our super into your game. So with that said, let's code this. Alright, so let's get started, and we have a lot to do, but let me just run this and show you. So I have my game running. Let me bring my draw tools over here. Let me bring this blue color over here. And all I want to do is just set up our missile 0 or 1, doesn't matter. I'm going to set them up since we already have our randomizer over here, and let's just put them at some random location for now. We can always change it later, but the whole idea is to set up a missile somewhere around our court over here. And we're just gonna set up the basics, and I'm gonna tidy it up in another video, but that's the whole idea of how we're gonna do this. But if you're already seeing over here, we already have our missiles over here. This is our 0 and 1 over here separately. And the whole goal is to actually not only set our missiles here, but to draw both of them at the same time. And to do that, we're gonna have to draw them every other frame. So let me minimize this. So that's the whole goal for this video, and let's just get started since I have a lot to do. And the first thing I want to do over here is actually come all the way down here to our frame timer over here, and actually just move that part up. So we're gonna remove this, our frame timer. So we're gonna load 0. We are gonna remove this part over here. I can delete this. Okay. So actually, no, only gonna let me copy this. I'm gonna call it current frame timer. I think it's better. Replace all. Okay, say save. Seems good. So let's come down here under, let me use this over here. And let's get down over here, which we are incrementing your current frame timer. And let's just, instead of having that all the way on the bottom, let's just keep it over here. So set current frame timer. So this is gonna set our timer for 60 seconds or 60 frames, which is equivalent to 1 second. So first we're incrementing, then you're gonna load whatever value we incremented, and then we're just gonna compare. So basic stuff over here for 60, and if it is 60, we're gonna branch y not equal 0, y is not 60, to skip frame timer or current frame timer. Let's type it out. Frame timer. So let me copy this. So LDA, oops, let's just skip. So here's gonna be the skip part. I don't even need to. Let's say load the value of 0 and store that to your current frame timer. So let me save this. This is it's a random part we don't need. So let me just run it, see if nothing bad happens. And as you see, it's working. Our timer is already being decremented. So let me save that. Let me come down here. So where are we? Here it is. It's just branching y equals 0. So we go into the whole ordeal. Let me run it one more time. I think it's AD. Here it goes. So we'll see the decimal value over here. So it's going all the way from 0 all the way to 59, and then it's recessed to 0. So 0 to 59 is equivalent to 60. So he got everything that he wanted. Saved. So he got that part down. So that was the first part that we wanted to focus with. And the next part that we want to do is come down here. And we're going to create some variables over here. So I'm going to create our super x. So just keep everything together over here. So we're going to create our super y. So that's going to be our drawing variables that we need to reserve space. We're going to use super draw ds1. Actually, let me comment this part too so I can test b6, b7, b8, super variables, define space, variable, let's say call it variables, save it. And I'm gonna do some booleans over here. Is super on screen. Is super on screen. ds1, b9, and I want to create another variable. So is what I'm gonna call it? Every other frame super. Every other frame super. ds1, ba. And I go over what they're gonna do later. So but this tree you should know by now what I'm gonna do. So let's just jump to that part. And we're going to our prep data part. Actually, I'm already coming. All right. Let me come to your prep data. So here's our player ones, a little bit downwards. So here it is. So your ball data. Let's see your super data. Let me just copy this. It's going to be exactly the same thing. Instead of ball size, I'm going to call it super size. Save this. Of course, you're going to have to create a super. Let's come over here, super size. Let's give it a 4 for now. We can always change it. No big deal. Scroll down here. So we have our super size. Save it. And then we're gonna decrement it by our. Well, let's skip for ball Y for now. No big deal. Insert super draw. Excuse me. So everything's good. Let me save. And now let me come all the way down here to our graphics player 0. So you have here our do ball over here. And that's gonna be almost the same thing over here. Instead of do ball, we're gonna have to add our super instead of draw player 1. So we're gonna add a little bit more. I test this out and I counted over here. So you have around 43 of our 76 frame our clock cycles for 6507. So we do have quite a few space to mess around with, especially since I'm not using any colors. So we're gonna use those right now. So here's your ball size. I'm gonna skip it. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here, which I am going to do our super. So here's our ball, do ball, increment X. So this is for this part over here. And now we're gonna just work for our do super over here. Let me call it do super. Okay, so increment X. We're going to store that to temp because you're gonna use the ball part over here. So this is ball, this is X. And then we're gonna load X with 1. Also, here's the ball part over here, and this is the super part. So just keep them separate, and it's gonna be the exact same as here. So I could copy and paste. Actually, just gonna do that. So here it is. Instead of ball size, clearly this is gonna be a super size. Super size instead of ball draw, gonna be our super draw. All the prep data that we did. And then after we're done, we're gonna go to our do super over here. Over here. And here is our player stuff. So do super, increment X. Let me just fix this, make it a little bit prettier. Let me save. Let's see what I got so far. Alright, so our ball, where is it? Alright, so we're back. I was checking what's wrong with the code, and I simply let me remove this part because we don't need, but I just forgot to actually go to add the other parts to the code. So here's enable ball. Of course, you have to store X for enable missile 0, and you have to load X with your temp value. You see over here increment, so this X value being on temp. So now if I actually have this, now you see your ball over here, and since I used the ball y-axis instead of super, you can see that red part over here is going to the same direction. So the y part is being drawn, so that works. And now what I want to do is actually fix this. Let me bring my draw tool over here. I just want to fix this part over here. That's not a good color. It's green over here. This part over here. So I'm gonna fix that part. So let me minimize this, close this. And that is happening because if you notice over here, here we have our new line, and all this code is happening over here. And as soon as it's done, we come over here, it's already a bit too late. So to fix that, what I'm gonna do, as I'm decrementing y, I'm gonna compare y with a value. So I'm gonna come over here, fix. Should I call it fix? Fix. Fix bottom chord mistiming. Misspell chord mistiming. Okay, so here decremented. You're gonna compare y with 1 or less before their last over here. And if it is, you're gonna branch equals 0. Let's say fix chord mistiming. I hope I'm spelling right. Mistiming. Let me come down here, create that label over here so I can jump over. So I got that part down. And now what I'm gonna do is actually I have to create jump skip fix chord mistiming, so skip this part over here so we don't do not you skip part, so we don't want this or go to, I prefer to call it skip. So we have that part down, so extra sync over here. Actually I can just do this part over here now that I'm thinking about it. Not equals 0. Skip this part over here. And all I'm doing is doing a wsync over here. So let me see what happens. And here it is. It's already fixed. But I was testing it out, so you see this part over here. So let's do a quick fix of that. And that's easy. All we're gonna do is load. It doesn't matter. 0 and store that your graphics player 0 and graphics player is 1. So now this is all set. Let me put this over here. So now you see everything's working fine. And here's your ball. It's working fine. Everything's working as planned. So let me close that. Let me save. Actually, should I? Let's leave it as this. Alright. So we got that part down. So we have our super drawing, at least for our missiles, working. So now let's come all the way. Where should I? Let's go to the part where it's drawing. So you're gonna need to move that. So here it is. So you move missiles, and right over here where most of the magic is gonna happen. So we're going to actually have to load our super X and super Y. I mean, just this is the X part, so only the X over here. But let me come down here, move, set a missile 0, let's say set port line 0 as missile 0. Let me see, as missile 1. So let me save this, and let me just copy and paste over here. Instead of set court line, this is gonna be set super X position. This is just move ball. Yeah. Set next position. No, not really set next position. I guess since it's not moving, so yeah. Okay, let's save that. This is not gonna use it. Missile 1, not use. So come over here, not use missile. So this is gonna be your 0. And should I call it? So super X, which should. It is 0 right now, so comment this out. What you do? No, actually, just give it some number 25. That's good. So okay, we have that part down. So now we have our actually comment even here further a little bit. So this is core lines. And here is our super. So what you're gonna have to do over here, we're going to have to draw pretty much every other frame. So if you come over here, oh, here is the, as you notice over here, my let me bring my draw tool one more time. Draw over here. So here is my location for my, and here is, I'm gonna remove this part too. But as you see, it is working. This code is being overwritten over here one more time, so that's fine. But we're gonna fix everything over here. We wanna move this over here, and it's just see. Oh, let me come here. I can stick the line will be right over here. So let's just go back to fixing stuff. That's part of programming. People say like 20% code and 80% debugging. So let's put that into practice. So we got this. You're gonna have to actually now use our, so this magazine input, move objects. You're gonna have to use our variables that I created. So first thing I'm gonna do is load our current frame timer over here, and then I'm gonna do is N1. So I only want the least significant bit of my current timer, so it's either going to be 0 or 1, so I can branch while not equal 0 or branch equal 0, so I can have every other frame. So that's how we're gonna draw over here. So let me run this really faster to show how we're gonna do this. So we're gonna draw this one frame, the missile is gonna be over there, and the other frame is gonna be back to the corner over here. So every other frame you're gonna draw this part and this part. And if you wanted to create, for example, more, here I have my graphics player 0 and graphics player 1. You're gonna do something similar to this method. So every other frame you're gonna draw a player over here, then you can draw another one over here. So now we have multiple sprites. The only difference, that's gonna be a flickering happening. But I decided to use this with our missiles. It does give a sense like, I think something like Super Mario when he gets the star and he starts blinking or something. So it gives like a sense of urgency since our super is gonna be on the screen over there. So my plan is just to walk there and get it. But that's a little bit later for other videos, but we just want to put it on the screen. So, a bit sidetracked, but as I was saying, every other frame you're gonna get either 0 or 1. So here we're gonna load our current frame to do that, and we're gonna branch y not equal 0 to our, I'm gonna check condition, super condition over here. So let me copy this over here. So if it is, for example, let's say not equal 0, so if it's a 1, come over here. If it's not a 1, let's say jump to skip to chord line. Come over here. Skip to chord line. And let me create the other one over here. Skip to super. Skip to super. So let me keep going, explain the code a little bit better. So here is our check condition, and actually check condition for every other frame. Check condition, and that condition is gonna be, we're gonna load a super on screen. So being, if it is on screen, we're gonna go every other frame. If it isn't, just skip to the chord line. And of course, you're gonna have to come over here, exit chord line super, something like that. So over here, you can just jump out of there. Okay. So let's load is super on screen and skip to super. So I decided over here, if it is not equal 0, skip it. So let me run it, see what I got over here. Okay. Let me come over here. Let me see, is super on screen. That is B9. So H1 over here, frame. So as you see, it is drawing over here, and it is going up and down over here. So it is working. So now we have both of them over here. One of the reasons why it is just this part over here, it is because as we're drawing over here in our graphics player 0 or 1, here it is. We always setting this to 0. That's why there's that part over there. So what we're gonna have to do a little more debug fixing. So let's come over here. But the one thing that I want to do as well, not only as where was I? Right over here. I just want to load the value of 0. So let's say 0 over here and store that into what did I call it? I call it every other frame super. Okay, let me copy this, and every other frame over here. It doesn't matter, let's say FF for now. Over here, could it be 1? So just set as 1, why not? So let's run it. So I'm 1 frame. Let me put this B9 to 1. Let me put 1 frame. As you see over here, my super is on string, and every frame I'm getting the 0 and 1 over here. So it's doing the exact same thing over here, but I'm just saving it into this register. So I don't have to do all these calculations when I get down here. So when you get down here, where are you? Oh, right over here. So let me get you guy over here. Where is it? Yeah, I was right over here. So we're gonna do a skip over here. Oh, not you. We're gonna do a skip. Let's, what am I gonna call it? Skip missile rent. Enable missile. So let's call it that. Skip enable missile, and you're gonna load the value of here. Load A is no every other frame super over here. That's what I want to do over here. Alright, so let's resume. And here I have, let's just rename this, just skip to missiles before anything. So skip to missiles. So here we have every other frame, and if the super is on, so under one variable, so we don't have to do all the calculations. And branch what equals 0, not equal 0. I think it's branch equals 0. Let's start branch equals 0. Skip missiles. And we are skipping the missiles. So come over here. Come over here. And I also want to get rid of the missile 1 since it's not going to be displayed. So now if I were to assemble and run it, so here I have my lines, record lines, which is perfect. And now let's go to B9, just to 1, and here it is. Now I'm displaying both my missile over here and my lines over there. So we got what you wanted. As you see, it is working. The only thing now they have to fix is this part right over here. But that's pretty easy. Let me clear this out. Let me minimize this. Let me close. I'm doing is coming all the way over here. When I enable my missiles over here. And the only thing I know I'm gonna need to have to do is load X over here instead of A, because I'm gonna load A right now. I'm gonna load A with our every other frame, so every other frame super. Perfect. So every other frame super, and then we're gonna branch y equals 0. And now I just need a name for a new label over here. What I'm gonna call it? I'm gonna call it fix upper missiles display, something like that. Fix upper missiles display. I guess that'll do. So we're gonna load X with 0 over here, and I'm gonna fix missiles display and come over here. So if it is the frame where it's supposed to be drawn over here, it's gonna be FF. If it isn't, it's gonna be 0. So if I run it over here, okay, B9, where is B9? Set it to 1, come back, and there it is. Now our super is going to all this direction, and just to have everything working, let me come back over here. So everything is working for now, and that's the most that I wanted to do today. But let me come over here instead of having this what I put in exposition, gonna super X. So you're gonna have that part over there, and the Y position, which is on our prep data, so it's downwards. So instead of ball Y, it's gonna be super Y. So let me save. So even if I put 1 here on B9, it's not on the screen, it's always 0. And since we did our random, where is my thing over here? You're gonna need to create some more other super variables. So this is for next video. I'll finish that off, but let me just come over here in our reset, and let's just do that. Let's just use this. So jump to subroutine, get random, store that value into a super X, do the same thing for super Y. I'm thinking of doing something else like this, but maybe if player 1 is winning a set, maybe give it to player 1 or something like that. But for now, I'll not have that design in mind yet, but just to test it out, let's see. Set super X and Y position randomly. So let me just copy this. I should create a subroutine if you're using the thing a lot, but for now, let's just keep it at that. So let me do this. B9 1 plus on frame, and there it is. Let me see. It's not corresponding to your ball over here, but everything is working. So here it is. We have multiple sprites happening. If their super is on, of course. If it isn't, let me see, B9. Turn it off. Now we have our lines happening. And we have a major part of our game done. The only next video, I'm just gonna go over, probably set up a little bit more of our super. Have to go over some designs, have to think how to do that. But that's pretty much it for this video. It is a long video. Let me check how many. It's probably 30 plus minutes. So I'm gonna end it at that. And if you guys are liking this video, hit that subscribe button, help me out. And I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.